Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and this is a big wide open area, but if you can see in the camera, but it's actually very streaky. This carpet, the young lady moved in here, and somebody, I don't know if they had rented the machine or what, but she said when they got there the carpet was still wet. It took another couple of 3 days to dry, and it has a real funky smell in here, particularly in the living room, which I'll show you in a sec. Which is more obviously blotchy. But yeah, as soon as I walked in the door, it kind of smelled like the inside of a gym bag or something. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on. There was a doggy in here before, but somebody did get the carpet really good and wet. And it is wicking all over the place. You can see quite a nasty stain here. And a very blotchy, streaky, all over the place. So we're going to try and fix this. I do have a mixed up, nice, fresh, hot couple of gallons. I'm using, in this case, I'm using Omega Citrus. There's a little bit additional deodorizer in it. Plus, I've got ClO2 in the mix at 3,000 ppm. And of course, that's stabilized ClO2, so it's not dissolving and going into the air. It's just bonded permanently with the water. So I'm going to be applying it pretty heavy because I want to chase the odor into the backing of the carpet, where obviously it was chased when it was overly wetted and steam cleaned, I guess. So let's give it a go. Oh, one more thing. I do have my ozone generator running right here. There it is. And I've got I'm not putting it in the water, I'm actually pumping it into the air, and you can actually smell the ozone already pretty quickly. There's just a nice, fresh, sweet smell to it, and that's helping to knock down the odour in the air here. So anyway, let's give it a go. So I will be applying a little heavier than I would normally, because I do want to get the ClO2 to contact wherever the odor is, and it usually will work almost immediately. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. You can already see the carpet brightening up considerably, which is going to be quite interesting considering the carpet has been cleaned and then not even walked on. They didn't even move their stuff onto the carpet yet. So they've been here for a few weeks, couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, but I've been avoiding the odoriferous carpet apparently. So it does have a definite smell in here. It's quite sour smelling in here actually. So the ClO2 is, of course, stabilized ClO2 is a hospital grade disinfectant deodorizer, and it is a soft surface sanitizer. So we've got that going onto the carpet. I'm applying the ClO2 with a hogs-hair fibre pad. And you have to pardon my machine making that weird noise. I'm not sure what that is. I think that's my bearing idler arm. This thing has a tensioner for the belt, and I think it might be the bearing for the tensioner is going awry. It's easy to fix it, but anyway, we'll adjust that later. Maybe it'll miraculously go away. It could, but let's see. Let's see, it's true. Definitely not one of mine. Put it over there. definitely evening out. I've got 2 gallons in there, so, and I expect I'll use most of that, but I'm putting it on heavier than I would normally. About 600 square feet in total here. And I'm charging extra to deal with this odor. This is above and beyond, so. This is an elephant. It's a commercial grade, basically. Low level loop. It's actually not that worn. If we can get rid of the odor, it'll be fine for a long time yet. This one that I'm doing actually is a rubberback carpet. It's something we do not see very often anymore. It used to be pretty common actually. Often you'd find the basement carpets were rubberback. Could be interesting when you're using a machine, I guess, and you find a seam really interesting. Bad, in other words. But this was, we used to sell a lot of this. I'm not sorry to see that it's not being, I guess it's not being installed. I haven't seen it for a long time. But anyway. Okay, now we'll go into this huge bedroom. This bedroom's 300 square feet. Well, let's do a perimeter. I did very thoroughly vacuum the carpet. There was a dog, she said, a pug, an older dog, and so I made sure that, man, it looked like it had been vacuumed and everything, but I did pick stuff up. I could hear it. I see some stuff here and there, but so I did vacuum it thoroughly. I want to get as much of the, the pug hair out of here or whatever. And even though it was clean, and they would have removed probably quite a bit as well with the cleaning, but anyway, another vacuuming is definitely a good idea, especially in a situation like this, because you want to remove as much contaminants as possible before you actually clean with your vacuum. Because the hair, if there's hair present on the carpet and you're trying to clean it, well, the hair is going to be a source of both the oils and bacteria and the odor. So you do want to give it a thorough vacuum if you can. Okay, let's go back to the beginning here. think I'm smelling fresh air now. Less of the funkiness. But it was more obvious. Odor was more obvious in the living room area, which would make sense. Okay, I'll go over here. So I'm down to a little over half a gallon now. So I'm pumping out the water. Pretty heavy here. The CO2, stabilized CO2. So make sure you understand you're wanting to learn about CO2. There's a difference between CO2 and stabilized CO2. Stabilized bonds with the water. It becomes aqueous CO2 and does not gas off into the air and become a CO2 gas. You do not want to expose yourself to CO2 in its gas form. It has different forms. So stabilized CO2. And there's many different guys who are selling CO2. I was one of the first ones to sort of start promoting and using this product. I actually was involved in a business that was started to bring the vital oxide version of it into Canada. It's a sad tale. Getting scammed by the guy that was heading that up, as myself and a few other guys did, but nevertheless it introduced me to stabilized CO2. And anyway, that was a few years back now. 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Anyway, and now it's pretty much an industry standard. But usually the non-stabilized CO2, at least that I've ever seen anyway, comes in a tablet form. There's so many grams per tablet. Oh, move a piece of wire. And then you would calculate, depending on the square feet of the area that you're going to be deodorizing, how many grams of the product you would use, and you'd put it into water. You can use an aerator to another nail. You calculate how many grams of the product you would use, and there's a formula that you use to calculate the amount you would use for the square feet, and then you would put it into the bucket of water, ideally with an aerator to bubble it, to encourage it to gas off into the air. And then you would leave the area for a period of time. Boy, I think I need to change that bearing. This thing, you know what I'm going to be doing when I get home today. Sounds like it's getting worse. What's happening is it sounds like I got a flat spot in one of the little ball bearings, because the bearing is a sealed bearing, but I have little balls in there, and I think I've got one in there with one of the little ball bearings was gotten flat, and so that's why we're hearing this rather annoying sound. So it looks like I'm going to have to address that, because what will happen next is it could seize, and that would be really bad, really quickly. So we don't want that. over this area again a little bit. Over this area. I think there might have been a couch here. It's a little bit more deteriorated looking over here, so I'll go over this a bit more. I can feel that bearing now. I can actually feel like a vibration coming up the handle. Fortunately, my main machine, which is the green one, has got an issue with the handle release. This is my backup machine, which had pretty low hours. And then I have another one, actually, which is brand new. Never used it before. So, I guess I'll be putting that one on the road. Okay, we're gonna go over here and do a flip, do a switch. Ooh. Does it smell any better yet?
Oh yeah, much better.
Already? Yeah. The worst part is the sour smell, eh?
Right?
It's almost like a gym bag.
Yeah, right?
Ew.
That's what I thought too.
Oh man.
The person that worked here before had an older pug and weighed about 300 pounds, so I don't know.
The dog weighs 300 pounds?
No, the lady.
Oh, okay.
So, it might, maybe she wasn't so good at cleaning.
Okay. Okay. I didn't think the pug weighed 300 pounds. That would have been a big dog. Oh my goodness. It's like, what? Oh dear. Ooh, there's a spider. Oh, there's still, I can see the hair on the wheel of the machine there. So, even though I vacuumed and thoroughly, and even though it was already cleaned, and then I used the fiber pad on it, you just keep on getting it out of the carpet. And pugs do shed a lot. Carpet definitely looks better, much more even appearing. I actually can't smell the sort of the sour smell anymore. wonder where the spider went. I see a seam opening up here. Oh, or a rip anyway. I wonder where that spider went. Ooh, the big one. I won't need to post back in this. There's no pile to deal with. Definitely smelling a lot better. You know, the rubberback may have their faults, but they're almost always nylon. But boy, getting a rubberback carpet up the concrete floor, oh my goodness, that was a job. Like the worst thing you could imagine. With the perimeter. So we're getting near that magic number. So I guess what I'll do is I'll stop now. I'm almost done, but I'll stop. I'll take a look at the pad here. Oh, it's fairly soiled. You know, for having been cleaned, I am still getting dirt up. Gee, what a surprise. It has a very, oh, I can smell the kind of a Dougie smell there. All right, so I'll let you go. So thank you very much for watching and have a good day.